Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 27th of June. This week begins with a quarter moon and also a very lively link between Mercury and Uranus. The combination of these two things suggests that you could find yourself feeling really stimulated, particularly around more novel ideas around health, your basic everyday life structure, or perhaps also around your attitude to finances. But the quarter moon also cautions you not to cram too much into this week. You're in a phase of the year when you're really going to enjoy a degree of freedom and independence. And if you have too many obligations bogging you down, it's something that can close in upon you. By Thursday, Mercury is also going to be moving into this expansive area, joining up with the Sun and Venus. Now, the Sun and Venus are also continuing to sparkle magically with Neptune. Venus did this last week. The Sun's going to do it from the middle of the week. Neptune has been so influential this year, and for you, it's really arousing your imagination about your creative talents. You want to enjoy life, so where things become too humdrum and predictable, that's where it's not going to work for you so well. And it doesn't matter whether we're talking about work or your hobbies or even your relationship. The elevation that Neptune's bringing to both Venus and the Sun, and the fact that they are in the part of your horoscope that's very explorative, means that you're probably wanting to refresh your world in some way, and the arrival on Thursday of Mercury will undoubtedly help that process. But also, your ruling planet Mars does go into a forward motion on Wednesday. This is something for you to truly celebrate. It has been tracking backwards in your sign, and now through till just the early part of August, the 2nd, you can start to feel much more dynamic around all sorts of things. But Mercury's arrival on Thursday is the intellectual spark, which is going to help to bring this all together. So what's the catch? Because there always is one, isn't there? Well, it's the fact that your modern ruler, Pluto, is in opposition with Venus. The suggestion here is that you could have quite an intense conversation with someone this week and find yourselves talking into the wee small hours. Now, this could be entirely innocent, and in fact you could have one of the most inspiring discussions you've had for a long time. There could be a romantic dimension to this, especially with Venus and Neptune in the first half of this week, giving you the desire to almost create your perfect world. But if someone sees something very differently to you, it may also be rather difficult to pin them down or understand what their true motives are. So as much as there can be a huge attraction or a huge amount of sparks flying in terms of a romantic relationship, try to remember what your needs are, what your motives are, and do they match the person that you're having this intense attraction towards. I think it's something to watch. But for those Scorpios who are in a relationship which has become too constraining and too dull, I think this is a really important week. You can see you in the mood to search out the truth, but also to have a lot more space for yourself. And if that means travelling, meeting new people, that's going to create a lot of excitement, which may mean that your existing tie seems to pale in comparison. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.